That's better. Hello. It's the 31st of January 2020, Brexit Day. It's 19 minutes to Brexit, so just shy of 20 to 11 in the evening. I'm just back from probably the worst day I've ever had. Went out with someone called Carol. Don't know her number. She only called me on private number, so I didn't answer. Met on Badoo. We spent 5 hours together-ish. 4.5. 4:30, 9:30. About 5.5 hours. And we got on like a house on fire. And then we went from the Goose to McDonald's to the Victoria in Walthamstow. We had a lemonade. She drank about a third of hers and then disappeared. She put a coat on, put a bag on, took a phone with her. I thought she was going out to make a call because she's been on her phone all evening. No, apparently she didn't come back. So I don't know what I'd done to upset her. Mark my words, I don't think I'll bother anymore. I've never had anyone walk out on me without telling me, piss off or anything. So there we are, 18 minutes before the big exit of Europe and the end of being in Europe, or the beginning of being out of Europe is going to be much like the end of being in Europe. Very crap. In other news, I managed to get to my counsellor this morning and she was impressed with my improvement, although she wouldn't be impressed with it 12 hours later. Managed to get home before the people came to inspect the windows. They don't know what the fault is. I'm leaving it with them because they can contact their contractors or subcontractors or something. I just want the frigging noise to stop every time there's a breeze. I still haven't had any reply back from the rest of the council, chief exec downwards. I still haven't had anything back from my housing officer. I'm going to be in my overdraft anytime soon. For the next 5 days. What am I doing wrong? Why does life seem so much easier for everyone else? I had no plans on going out tonight. I had 3 pizzas in the freezer and 3 beers in the fridge. And I was going to have a pizza and a beer and break my diet just for tonight. It's worse than not going out. Going out, enjoying yourself with someone that you can have a conversation with, and she just walks out. See, this is why I cut my emotions off. There's no point in me worrying about anyone, because no one really cares about how I feel. I've had enough. I really have had enough. "15 minutes to the end of it, Europe." And even before we leave Europe, the Europeans are taking down our flags, chucking us out. We haven't even left yet. We don't leave for another 15 minutes and they've taken all our flags down. That's how little they thought of us. If it was the French leaving, I bet they wouldn't take their flags down until a few days after. Anyway, on another front, the latest episode of Doctor Who was actually quite alright. I've been watching some of the old, not the classic series, but the older ones in the new run. Bit of Tennant, bit of Smith. Not got around to Capaldi yet. But they are getting there. I think, in hindsight, it's Jodie Whittaker's acting. Don't think she's talented enough to do Doctor Who. Sorry, Jodie, but just my opinion. Because comparing the scripts, especially this season's, to some of Matt Smith's ones, they're not that much different. I just think there isn't the emotion with Jodie Whittaker. But we've still got, I think, another 5 to go. We're halfway through the run. So we'll see. But episode 5 was okay. Anyway, what else is there? Oh, I managed to get the trunking done. I managed to get my brakes done. It was literally the toe in on the brakes, which is an easy fix. I've started riding it around the estate a bit more, just to get practice at going past cars and up hills and all sorts of things. I'm looking for a cycle group so I can go cycling on the roads with other people. Most of them seem to be, the nearest one is in Leighton, which if I could cycle to Leighton wouldn't need me being in a cycle group. So it's like catch-22. You have to cycle far enough that you don't need to cycle in the group. What else? No, not really. I've got the intercom fixed, thankfully. I can actually hear people on the other end of the phone, even though I have mentioned this to my housing officer quite a few times. But he doesn't want to do anything. We'll see. I've sent her a message on Badoo. I was talking about going out with her again tomorrow. She was all up for it, and then all of a sudden at 10 o'clock she ups and goes. I stayed for about 15 minutes, but I couldn't face sitting at a bar by myself. So, I don't know. Louise is off the table because I can't be bothered, really. If she doesn't want to put the effort in, I don't want to put the effort in. Don't know. I've had a brief chat with Galina from Moscow. I've been talking to her on and off for a couple of years now. Not very often, but she always mentioned, she always talks to me and I always talk to her. I've seen her 3 times, I think. Yeah. She's one of the few friends I can rely on. If I've got a problem, I can always message her and she'll get back to me. See, with her, I don't mind it taking ages for her to go. It never takes ages anyway. She always replies back to me after work or after the next time. So the most it is like 12, 13 hours. And then she'll reply to me. Yes, boys. My cats are walking round wondering what's going on with Daddy. I'm sitting on the sofa wondering what's going on with Daddy as well, boys. Anyway, I won't bore you. I've got 10 minutes left. I'm going to put LBC on and have a look at the news channels and see if we can get something going on about Brexit. And then I'll update you again. Anyway, the last report back from a European Britain, and I'll be speaking to you when we're independent finally. Thank you again. Speak to you later.